Hi, I'm Tim Lucas from Hyper Island, and I'm one of the learning designers and facilitators on the CX design course. Since we launched the course, we've had a lot of interest and we've also received some really good questions about the course. So we wanted to make this very short video just to try and cover some of those questions and share a little bit more information about the course. One of the questions we've frequently been asked is, why CX now? From a personal perspective, I think it's an incredibly important moment to try and understand customer experience. I think that all of us as consumers have been forced by the pandemic to challenge some of our established habits. I think that many of us have created new routines, and this has fundamentally changed our journeys and our touch points with different brands in different ways. And I think that that has also had implications for our organizations and the way in which we try to communicate and create relevance within the lives of our users. I think maybe 5 years ago, CX was seen as something that was driven by marketing, whereas today, I think it's actually a way in which organizations can come together, and very different areas of the organization have to have a more unified and holistic approach to thinking around CX. I also think that customer experience design is an area in which we will start to see this interface between new technologies and data and the ability to try and understand and predict human behavior is going to come alongside that way of trying to design and determine people's behavior through behavioral economics or behavioral nudges. And in the course, we will try and cover off some of those areas and try and explore some of the ethical questions around this. Another question we've been asked quite frequently is, what kind of skills am I going to be able to develop on this course, and what am I going to be able to put on my curriculum at the end of the course? So I think that, as with any Hyper Island course, we are going to challenge you to think not just about the different skills that we'll present to you and how you could potentially put them into use within your own everyday, within your organization, but I think also just to challenge you to think around the different possible mindsets that are emerging around CX. What do I mean by that? I think that maybe some people on the course will be accustomed to human-centric design, to design thinking, but I think we'd also challenge you in this course to take that more holistic view of CX, which probably means that system thinking and thinking around networks and network thinking will be part of what we would like to introduce to you as a new framework for thinking within the course. We'll also, within some of the tools that we show you, try and help you to think more disruptively around innovation. So, for example, we will talk about the jobs to be done methodology, which is one of the best tools for trying to think more creatively and maybe more disruptively about what our consumers are actually looking for when they seek to have interactions with our brands and products. Finally, I think that we will really try and encourage you to think creatively, to think differently. We'll challenge you to really maybe get out of your comfort zone and start to think about what are some of the implications of new technologies and some of the new challenges that we face, not only at individual levels, but also as cultures and societies, and how that's going to impact some of the different customer experiences that we are going to connect with and pursue in the future. Finally, maybe not surprisingly, we've had people asking us, what is the customer experience like on a Hyper Island course? So if you're not familiar with our methodology, it's very much based around learning by doing. So we may present you with different frameworks for thinking and different tools, but then we'll encourage you to put those into action within the live sessions. And those live sessions are also very much based around interaction between different participants. So hopefully we're going to try and help you to learn and to think differently, but also interacting with different people on the course, watching the videos. We will share with you a lot of material that we hope will give you some guidance for anyone that wants to go deeper into that experience. But I think key to us is encouraging you to challenge yourself to think differently and to try and identify, how do you want to take this back into your everyday? What is it within this learning experience that you would like to use to change your own future and to shape the future of your organization?